Hello, my name is Izzy, and welcome to this week's riveting art video. So I did my pre-sketch already with this Prismacolor color erase pencil. I already lightened it up with my kneaded eraser. So let's go ahead and get started. So I've recently enjoyed the process of doing my marker work before I do the line work, because one of my biggest fears is like smudging the line work. Plus, I think I'm going to do most of my line work in these fine point markers and color pencil. So I'm going to do a couple of flat washes with the Spectrum Noir Illustrator markers. I got a set of these for Christmas from my boyfriend. Super cute colors. Look at them. Look at these cute colors. Thank you, Taylor. So as you can see, I drew this girl in a purple sweater. She's loosely based off myself. I really enjoyed the final product, and it's not the most like 2020 Happy New Year's, throwing a big party, lots of sparkly stuff illustration. That's just kind of not me. That's not really what I do for New Year's. So I kind of experimented with this technique in my sketchbook, and I really liked how it looked, and I really wanted to incorporate it into this drawing. So I take all of my Spectrum Noir markers, and I use the brush end and sort of just dab them on to the paper as you see me doing here, and it creates this very interesting, like almost confetti, but I overpack it so it there's just a lot of it, and it ends up looking a little bit like confetti and a little bit like those colorblind test image things. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If not, I have no idea how to explain it. But it was a really interesting effect, and I can definitely see myself doing it again in the future in other illustrations. So stay tuned to see how that turns out. So now I am done with the alcohol markers, and I'm going in with my colored pencils. I think the effect of colored pencils on top of alcohol markers, watercolors, things like that, where you can get a nice even wash, it ends up looking so pretty, and it has such a nice effect to it. I feel like you don't have to use as much of your marker or as much as your colored pencil that way, and it can just turn out looking so pretty. And this illustration is no exception. I'm just like in love with my art since I've started doing these techniques, honestly. So yeah, I'm curious what you guys do for New Year's. Are you as boring as me? I will probably be getting a cheesecake and some champagne and sitting around my apartment. In the years past, I have gone to parties and stuff, and those are fun. They can be fun. I like to dress up and hang out with my friends, but I just don't have any friends this year. I mean, I have friends, just not any local friends. So feel free to leave a comment what you have planned for the New Year's. I'm really curious. I love reading your guys' comments. I usually, if you ask a question, I always try to respond to questions and stuff. So yeah. Next, I am going in with this water-based fine lining marker dual-tipped pen. It was also a Christmas present from my boyfriend this year. He did so good on the art supplies. I wasn't sure if I would like these markers, but once I started using them, I really enjoyed them, and I realized the only markers I have are alcohol markers, because I got rid of all my like Crayola markers. So it's nice to have some, and they have such a fine tip on them. It's really nice. So once again, thank you, Taylor, for these markers. I wanted this sweater to have this kind of like monochrome like line work on it, using like a darker purple on top of the regular purple, but you see I didn't really keep my line straight, and the next thing I knew I ended up with a little bit of a mishap here in the middle of the sweater, like smack dab in the middle. What is that? So here's it close up. You can just really see me just going over it a couple times to see if I could change my fate, and I realized quickly that I couldn't, and now you can watch me kind of freak out in a slow motion. OMG, so much freak out, so slow. So I ended up solving this issue by just adding a ton more lines. So basically I just shoved a lot of extra lines in the middle and purposely made them touch and overlap in areas so that that one area would be a little less prominent. And yeah, and then I'm going in, adding final touches, putting in the glasses. A tip for doing glasses is you just gotta barrel through it. You know, you just gotta go in confidently. The least confident you are going in to do those rims, the worse it'll turn out. Like, ugh. So I used my white gel pen to add in some final details to the glasses, which you'll be able to see better in these close-ups in a second, as well as this gold Posca pen, which again you can't really see in this clip because of the reflection, but you'll be able to see it in just a second. This artwork will be available on Redbubble, so if you like what you see, make sure to check out all of the links in the description and help support an artist. Thank you! Alright, I guess this will probably be the last of my drawings that is dated 19 because it is about to be 2020. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this not very 2020 New Year's themed drawing. I don't know, for me, New Year's is always been like, I don't know, I'm not much of a partier, so New Year's Eve to me is just kind of like putting on a nice sweater and hanging out, you know? Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this vaguely New Year's themed drawing, and I hope to see you guys in the new year with another riveting art video. Thank you for watching.